Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about methods or techniques of technology forecasting. So there are two methods wherein one is exploratory forecasting, which is based upon the past and the present knowledge and is oriented towards the future. So there are three things here in the forecasting: past, present, and future. So that is what is exploratory forecasting. So past based upon the past and the present knowledge and is oriented towards the future. Then the second method or the second technique is normative forecasting. First, it sets up the future needs and objectives and then specifies the means to achieve that. So that means first we are fixing the goal, then we will going to have the methods which will going to be followed to achieve the goal. So that is what is normative forecasting. So when you see this tree wherein we have a technology forecast, so these technology forecasts will going to have two types of techniques. One is exploratory and the other one is normative. Under explorative we have intuitive, then trend extrapolation, then technology growth, and then growth curves. Similarly, under normative, we have a relevance tree and morphological analysis and mission flow diagram. So here, under that exploratory, we have intuitive, trend extrapolation, technology growth, and growth curves. So under intuitive, we have brainstorming, Delphi technique, then scenario writing. Similarly, when you are considering trend extrapolation, under that we are going to have linear, then we have exponential extrapolation, and then the substitution technique. Similarly, point number 3, we have technology growth, and point number 4, the growth curves. So for that, we are going to have Pearl curve and Gompertz curve. Now, first we are going to fix up what are the exploratory methods. As I told, the exploratory method is first we're going to based upon the past and the present knowledge, then what, and it is oriented towards the future. So that is what is exploratory. So the method starts with present state of technology. By analyzing the technological capabilities, features, etc., and quantitatively project future possibilities. So what does it mean? So it means that it will going to specify the present state of the technology by analyzing technological capabilities in your organization. That means whether you have a good number of machines which I can be able to achieve that, whether I have a good qualitative apparatus so that we can be able to check the products. So this is how this exploratory methods will go into it will be a technique. Exploratory methods can be grouped further into 4 categories, namely intuitive, trend extrapolative, technology monitoring, and growth curves. So under that, first is intuitive method. These methods are based on the ability of one or more experts in their respective domain or areas of specialization to forecast the future possibilities regardless of information and security. So intuitive method is ability of one or more experts in their respective domain or areas of specialization to forecast the future possibilities. So that is the main concept of using intuitive method. Regardless specialization to forecast the future possibilities regardless of information security. Some commonly used intuitive methods. So what are the moment when I say intuitive method, what are the methods which you are going to have? One is the brainstorming technique. What is this brainstorming? This method involves a group of people under a leader who encourages forecasting about a specific technology by collecting, contributing all the ideas simultaneously. So the brainstorming method involves group of people. So these group of people will going to have one leader who encourages forecasting about specific technology. So he's encouraging the forecasting technology about a specific technology by collecting or contributing to all the ideas simultaneously. The major objective is to stimulate the generation of ideas on a given technology. The ideas are analyzed and evaluation is carried out in depth. So that means the major objective is to stimulate the generation of ideas on a given technology. The ideas are analyzed and evaluation is carried out in depth. So while doing that, when we are giving the lot of ideas, some of the least favored ideas are rejected automatically, while preferred ones are analyzed and forecasts are prepared in consultation with other functional experts. So when you have the list of ideas in the forecasting, so we have some of the ideas are preferred, but not all will going to be preferred, because some of the ideas may will be having not relevant to that particular requirement. In such cases, they will going to eliminate all those things, or that means they will going to reject that. Only preferred ones will going to be considered and analyzed with a group of experts. That means with a functional experts. So since we are doing the brainstorming, it is easy to organize. Criticism of the feasibility of an idea is not encouraged during the brainstorming session. So that means there is no negativity here. That means the criticality of or criticism of the feasibility of an idea. That means the idea which is given is feasible or not is not encouraged here. The disadvantage of this method is that sufficient time is required to organize a number of sessions for possible outcomes. So that means you have one possible outcome which you need. So to achieve that, we need to have more time, because we need to organize people, and then we need to have to discussion on all these ideas. So then only we will going to come into the arrival at the some decision. Also, an experienced and capable leader is required to conduct this technique. So once you want to have the technique to be implemented, so he should be an experienced person and he should be a capable leader. Then comes the Delphi technique. The technique makes use of a core group of experts to prepare questions regarding the desirability of technology development, its feasibility and impact, time frame, resources required, etc. The questions later sent through mail to a panel of experts in the relevant field to forecast events or trends regarding the issue. So in this Delphi technique, which makes use of core group of experts to prepare the questionnaire, so that means we need to prepare the questions. So on what? Regarding the desirability of technology development, whether you are really required to have the technology development. Once you want to have that, whether it will going to be feasible, and once it is to be implemented, there will be any impact, and what is the time frame which is required, and whether we have sufficient resources, etc. These questions later sent through mail to a panel of experts in the relevant field. So that means if you are in the planning field, planning department, a planning engineer is required. If you are going for a manufacturing, your manufacturing engineer is required. So that means each panel of experts in the relevant field to forecast events or trends regarding this issue. Expert opinions and responses are collected, summarized, and any irrelevant material is removed looking from the common viewpoint. So that means when we are discussing and when the lot of ideas comes, so then we will going to pick up the some of the ideas, so which will going to be centralized or which will going to be relevant, which is required for the purpose of the product development. It provides opportunities for experts for the desired changes and revisions between the subsequent rounds of questionnaire. So that means we will going to have a lot of rounds wherein we will going to have the questionnaires on the different rounds, and then we will going to summarize all those things. There is no interaction between the panel members, and as such, individual members need not worry about their opinions owing to the reputation or dominance of the other members. The technique has the ability to produce a high degree of convergence towards consensus forecast. So always it believes in the high degree of convergence towards consensus of forecast. Then the last one is the scenario writing. It is usually preferred when the company's long-term future is far too difficult to predict, or when quantitative forecasting methods may be inadequate for forecasting. So scenario writing, it is usually preferred when the company's long-term future is far too difficult to predict. So that means we have a long-term development of the product. So in such cases, it is very difficult to predict, or when quantitative forecasting methods may be inadequate for forecasting. Even the quantitative method of forecasting may be inadequate. The forecaster starts with the different sets of assumptions, and for each set of assumptions, a likely scenario of the business outcome is started. So that means this forecaster starts with different sets. So he will go to start with the different sets of assumptions. So that means initially he will go to make some assumptions, and for each set of assumptions, a likely scenario of the business outcome is started. So for each of assumptions, he will going to have a scenario of business outcome has been developed. The forecaster thus generates several different future scenarios corresponding to different sets of assumptions, allowing the decision maker to decide which scenario is most likely to prevail. So that means a forecaster will going to give you the lot of alternatives scenarios corresponding to different sets of assumptions, because whatever the assumptions has been made, which may not be relevant, and there will be a different set of assumptions, allowing the decision maker to decide which scenario will most likely will going to be prevailed. That means it will going to be adopted. This technique gives three different study alternatives, from one that is the best to the middle one and the worst case scenario. So finally, we will going to have three different types of alternatives. One is the best, and the other one is one that is the best to the middle one, and the worst case is the worst case scenario. So in our next video, we will going to further discuss about the technology monitoring. Thank you.